Howdy. Day 3 of owning the MG Midget. Might look a little disheveled. It's pretty early. I was messing with the MG last night, and I got the starter to turn over. Well, try to turn over, but the engine's locked up. So I worked, and this thing is kind of similar to a Corvette, in that there's something that blocks the crank bolt. So I had to get the radiator out and all the accessory drive stuff, and I had to get the engine jacked up before I could try to spin it over. But then once I got to the bolt, it's a weird size. I wouldn't say weird size. Some people have it, but it's a 1 and 5/16, and I can't have it deep because the steering rack's in the way. So I had a deep one, but I didn't have a shallow one, and I couldn't get a ratchet on there or a breaker bar. So this morning I woke up, don't have to work till tonight, so I was able to go find a socket. It's a extreme shorty, so that's gonna work out good. I'm gonna try to get it broke loose. I'm gonna see if it does. Uh, some cars they get locked up because you spin bearings and they don't spin freely anymore. Generally, if a car's been sitting for 40 plus years and it's locked up, what's happened is the piston rings that are steel have rusted to the cylinder bore. So the idea is to get that broke free. If you have an automatic, you're gonna need to get this done anyway, so you can get the torque converter bolts out. Otherwise, you can have to pull the torque converter with the engine. Our engine trans assembly is one unit. Um, with this one, I just like to see if it spins by itself. I'm sure the cylinders are trash, so this engine is gonna need to be gone through. But it's no big deal. I just want to get it broke loose. I'm gonna spin this around. I'm gonna show you what's going on the crank pulley area, just so you can kind of get an idea. And like I said, the crank bolt is a 1 and 5/16. It's quite big. The shank is pretty small from what I've seen in pictures, so it's kind of silly. Like I said, I'll get spun around here. So there it is. You can see the fresh grind marks. I had to do that. My first indication something was up whenever I could see the chisel marks. Someone trying to get this engine broke loose. So someone was messing with it before. That's fine. Like I said, I got the radiator out. I just cut all the hoses because they're rock hard. To get the engine up, I undid these bolts or nuts, and I just jacked it up. You can see I just kind of been prying on that. Uh, but I just need to get a little bit of leverage. I ordered some motor mounts and hoses and stuff. This is the radiator. It's comical. For reference, that's my hand. It is tiny. It's ridiculous. But I guess it's a little tiny engine. Motorcycles have bigger engines than this nowadays, so it's whatever. I'm gonna get set up on the tripod here and we'll try to break loose and see what happens. Okay, let's see if this thing breaks loose easily. Oh, she's solid. Oh man. Trying to get an appropriate grab here. I'm gonna get a cheater bar. I'll use the jack handle. Oh no, just tightening the bolt. Okay, it's not looking good. Okay, so I'm scared to keep going more than that because I don't want to break the bolt off. That's an issue. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the spark plugs out and spray some PV Blaster in the cylinders and let it soak for a couple hours. See what happens. I will update you once I get that done. Flash forward 2 weeks, something like that. The engine's still frozen. I've tried everything. Vaporust in the cylinders, ATF, diesel. I've had some pretty intense breaker bars on there with extenders. It ain't coming loose, so it's coming out. I got help. My compadre, he's over there drinking coffee. It's pretty much ready to come out. I'm gonna video it got the head off, I got the exhaust off, the intake, most of the other crap, all the accessories. So it will come out pretty quick. So we're gonna set you on the tripod. Stick along for the adventure.